Breaking news. Ryan Grubb is out as the Seahawks offensive coordinator, and Mike Macdonald decided to move on. And in this morning's radio show, Mike said, hey, you know what? I just thought that it was time to move a different direction. And so let's hear from the players.
Yeah, it was good, finish out the season with a win. Get the 10-win season and, continue to build on that.
And then the disappointment, obviously, you win the 10, but you don't get into the playoff. What's that feeling like? And, it's been 24 hours, sort of.
Well, it's disappointing, not getting into the dance, but, at the end of the day, have opportunity, come back next year and give it another try.
And then for you, what was this season like, just overall? What kind of season did you feel you had?
I feel like I had a good season. I learned a lot over the season. About myself, about just improving my IQ and my overall thoughts of the game.
A lot of changes happened in the offensive line, but still Geno, obviously, and the running. Can you talk about that, how the offensive line in Geno's season?
I feel like, Geno played well this season. We had our struggles as O-line, but we continue to power through it and make it to the next game and continue to get better and better.
And then, so what does the offseason look like for you?
Take a little time off, come back and start training.
We know it's a business, but the tough news today about Coach Grubb being let go, what is your reaction to that?
I just don't even know how to answer that right now.
Sure.
It is what it is. It's a business at the end of the day, and sometimes it happens.
Were you surprised?
Just like it's a weird feeling, because you have a 10-win season, and it's a good season, really good season. It's my first time being a part of a 10-win team and not going to playoffs. I'm not really sure how that works out, but I definitely feel like we deserve to be in the playoffs. But that's just how it is. But I definitely feel like it was a good season.
Strides made on offense? I know, obviously, the Ryan Grubb situation, but before we get to that, just did you feel that you all made some strides in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, just working with the guys, man. The guys were clicking. Geno was doing his thing. Offensive line was coming together. Me and Charles, Olu stepping in, doing all this stuff, man. But obviously, it's tough as a business. But we have a ton of playmakers in this building, man. And those guys, they deserve everything, man. Every chance, and yeah.
And then, so what's the offseason look like for you? Going to Jamaica?
Well, that's definitely in the plan, yes. But, I got training camp next week, first week, going back to full-time dad. So I told my wife I need a week in training camp. So I just get the routine, get all the installs and study the plays and everything. But no, I'm going back home to San Francisco, hang out with the family, man. Be there, so where I'll be doing my training as well. Got my home gym and everything. Just my usual typical off season.
What do you expect your next is like?
Pardon?
What do you expect your next to be for next season?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to work like I typically do and let my agents handle all the rest.
What do you think you put on film for your future? What team saw this year?
I mean, obviously, I guess I've developed this trend of being just an extremely durable player, a dependable player. I still got a ton left in the tank, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I keep doing, man. Go back to the off season, figure out ways I can be better as a player, and be ready for next season.
Sorry if
You don't get in the playoffs. We'll just start there. The accomplishment of 10 wins, that's an accomplishment. Can you just talk about what that felt like?
Felt good. Felt like we had something going, and it's something that we could build on. So.
And then just the disappointment of I'm not making the playoffs. You let that go and just build on, like you just said.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, there's nothing else we could do about it, so gotta let it go.
And what was this season like for you from year 1 to year 2? And you, coach, what was the adjustment that was made for you?
I think I stepped up more in my leadership role. And that was I think that was the biggest jump that I made.
Mike's mentioned that a bunch, leadership for you. What does that look like to you, leadership?
I think I lead more so by example than like just talking. So it's easy for my teammates to trust me because they know what I do.
Were you more health? What did it feel like to be healthy this year? Because last year you were kind of battling. How did that feel for you?
Felt good. It's one of my goals to finish all 17 games this year, and that's something I did. So.
We heard a lot of guys yesterday talk about the future of this team, the direction you're going. So how confident are you in what Mike's building here and what you guys can do next year?
I'm very confident. Like I said, it's something we can build off of. 10-win team this year, but there's a lot of things we left out there on the table. So.
Devin, what'd you like about the defense, the way you guys played the last half of the season once Ernest got here and the kind of role you guys got going?
I mean, we started playing a lot better than we was before, so that's something we got to learn.
Devin, just being a 10-win team and then still sitting here, not going to the playoffs, is it a weird feeling? Do you feel like you guys did enough to typically get in?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't do enough because we ain't in there. If we did do, we'd be in there.
How does it look like for y'all to get more turnovers next year? What do you think needs to happen? Look like you made the corner there. What needs to happen?
We got to catch more picks, win the ball in there. We got to take more shots at the ball, like when the ball carries going down and stuff like that. So we got to create more turnovers for ourselves. Like I said that earlier, like interview before. That's more so on us as the players for not getting the turnovers.
Front seven, can you just talk about their play? You know, Leo and Boyer.
Yeah, I think they play speak for themselves, to be honest. I mean, they go out there, they make my job a lot easier. So,
can you just recap the whole season for you? Just what was the season like for you?
I mean, it's a blessing. You know, obviously I was able to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing for me. You know, that's always number one. You know, got the opportunity later in the season. You know, I feel like I seized the opportunity. Just grateful for like I said, they gave me that chance to go out there and play with my brothers. So I was excited about that.
How were you able to seize that? Because Mike Macdonald's talked about that when he talks about the opportunity, your name comes up. Just what was your mindset, getting ready, and then when that moment was there?
I would say, I mean, I just always been, strong-minded. You know, I knew the opportunity would come. However it came, I just had to seize it, like I said, and, perform at a high level, which I knew I was capable of. A lot of guys vouched for me to play, coaches included, and just the work ethic I put in, special teams, practice, just showed that I was willing to, go out there and contribute as much as I can.
In this defense and the position that it put you in, why did that work for you? I mean, I get the mental physical, but what is it that put the right play in the right position that worked?
Just, shout out to the coaches, just finding a role for me and other guys as well and putting us in the right, places, calling the right calls and believing in us. Ultimately, we obviously have to go out there and execute, but, they get a lot of credit as well, too.
Off-season, there's really no off-season in the NFL, but where do you go after this?
I have a few trips in mind, but honestly, I'm ready to get back to work. I'm not satisfied right now, honestly. Kind of angry, we're not going to the playoffs, so I'll definitely keep this fuel and, use it as motivation for the offseason and keep working.
Just talk about, if you would please, the season. Let's talk about the team first, because I know that's what you're about. You win 10 wins, and then you got to be disappointed not to get in the playoffs.
Man, definitely, man. We fought hard this season, man. And the team had a lot of adversity. We overcame a lot of adversity. We showed how hard we fought all 4 quarters, offense, defense, special teams. We had a team that we believed that was able to go to the playoffs, and for us to fall short, man, it's a little heartbreaking. But now, you just got to go forward and get back to the drawing boards, take that next step and see what the future brings us.
It was like the jump from year 1, year 2 for you, just in terms of...
It was an eye-opener, definitely having a red shirt. I look at it from my rookie year, man. And coming back my second year, man, able to go out there and showcase a little of my talent, my abilities, able to go out there and show my brothers that I'm reliable, available, show the coaches, open the eyes for a lot of coaches, and show them that I'm one of those guys that's here to stay, because I want to win. I come from winning. That's just the dog in me. That's all it is. So just year 2, man, was able to see a little something like that. So that's all.
What do you think you showed? You talked about on-field. What do you think you showed your teammates kind of off-field, the determination to stay with your craft?
Just to be able to be available, man. Waiting for my turn, waiting for my opportunity. coming in, day out, you know, playing this game is physical, man. And it's tough, especially the position I play. So definitely just being available, man, showing my teammates that I'm healthy, focused, locked in, you know, game plans and stuff like that, dialed into the playbooks and stuff like that. Just doing what I can do, special team wise, of course. You know, just taking that role a little serious and stepping up to the role. For sure.
What does the offseason look like for you?
Again, fast, explosive. Down there, South Florida, same here, just grinding. Year 3 coming up, I've seen a little jump from year 1, year 2. Year 3, I wanted to be a big leap. I wanted to be an August leap, like jumping over the moon type, because I want to, showcase the talent that I know that I have. So now that I open the doors, open up now, it's all full, foot on the gas, not full throttle now. So thank God, man.
I learned a lot. Played good football, but at the end of the day, wanted to get to the playoffs. Obviously didn't do that, but I feel like it good to build off of, learned a lot, and ready for next year.
And then obviously this is a business, and the team's going to move on just from the Ryan Grubb. Just what's your take on that?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Coach Grubb. I feel like I wouldn't be here without him. But I believe in the organization. I trust in Coach Mike that they're going to make the best decisions. So I know Coach Grubb will do great wherever he's at, and I'm very appreciative of the time that I spent with him.
One last one, you got to go to a meeting. What were you able to accomplish this year and show the coaches?
Just that I can be a complete tight end, and hopefully I'll be a big contributor moving forward because, I want to be here for a long time.
All right, so there you go. You heard several players: Kenny McIntosh, A.J. Barner, Lincoln Tomlinson, Charles Cross, Devon Witherspoon, Kobe Bryant, just talking about their season, the upcoming off season, and as in terms of the decision to move on from Grubb, the players said, "Hey, you know what? We understand that's a coach's decision, and what they have to concentrate on, as I said, is they have to get ready for, the preseason, wind down a little bit and get ready for the upcoming season. And for them, that's, there's a preseason there, and then it start all over again with, OTAs and the draft and those kinds of things. So we'll hear from Mike Macdonald tomorrow during his exit press conference with the media tomorrow. So we'll give you another report and hear what he had to say. So from the VMAC in Renton, I'm Oz Vita Mara here for the CascadiaSports.net report. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing.